Hi, welcome to another day for tarot, and the message is for sun, moon and rising signs. So we start off with fire, water, air and earth. Okay, so do check out your different star signs per day. So straight into it, we'll start with Aries. How's Aries today? So let's have a look at the energies for Aries, all time stamped. So this is for Aries. So what does Aries need to know today? So at the moment, the energies definitely are a time to really realise, do you trust your situations? Trust is an amazing thing. It comes from belief, experiences, and whether we want to move forward within our life. Some people take our power away. So we have to not allow that to happen and really know the information. If we have been burned before, then now's the time to make a stand and really understand ourselves and what we are attracting. So a lot of the times that is a kind of a thing where experience is definitely needed within things. So you do have the King of Cups to understand on an emotional level that who we are and what we love and what we really attract into our life is important. So you can see that trust element has to be there. When we trust ourselves, we're trusting our situations that the universe presents itself. So there can be more love into the situation. And with the King of the Cups energy, that means that you are being definitely in control and of your heart and of where you're going. So this has got a gentle aspect to us. And a lot of the times, if people have taken your power away and, the experience of that's been painful, then this card will give you the ability to really look at deeper things. So deeper connections need to be in place, deeper communication as well. So this says that you will have those people around you because you are yourself being that. All right, Aries? And also, you do have the Emperor. So things are more logical now. And this is your actual card for Aries, the Emperor. So all that yang energy moving forward will allow things to come to light. If you do have to have that conversation, it's logical with your partners or exes or bosses, family members, all that kind of thing. This will give you the strength to actually do that. This is the card which is ruled by Mars. So one has to be really careful not to, put out the flame of desire and passion. So it's about your willpower. And that's why the King of Cups comes in charge of your own emotions, in charge of your desires and passions, and above all, claiming power back. All right. So hopefully that made sense for Aries. So moving on to Leo now. Let's have a look at Leo energies. Leos. This is for Leos today. So for Leo. So you do have the Knight of Wands. So this is about action, taking action. When we have a thought or, imagination about doing something, it doesn't purify that thought. Nothing gets done if we don't take action. So this action is a real good card to actually have because action has to happen. Nothing gets done if we don't do it. So taking the steps towards your goals is essential. So this has got a really good energy for Leos because Leo is a fire sign and this is fire. So when we use that energy of fire, that's about the creation. Things happen when we have fire, the passion, the determination and willpower to get things done. So today, really be proactive, use that yang energy. It's old saying, make hay while the sun shines. So take these opportunities to put things in action, and you'll be proud of yourself when you do it. Also, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So planning ahead is essential as well. So this means investing in yourself, whatever plan it is. Some people plan for long future, pensions, buying houses, having relationships, changing jobs, all these kind of things. It's in the small details of planning. If we don't, I say this all the time, if we don't plan to succeed, we actually plan to fail. That's not necessarily true all of the time, but this energy about taking action today for something is definitely needed. So a lot of the times this can be about decluttering, get rid of relationships that don't serve, cluttering the house, physical things, just to help us move on. So this is a very moving on card. We're still in the Cancerian season, so this means moving, looking at the environment within the home, so taking action towards your own personal environment and how you make the practicalities of money. And oh, look at this, you've got your own card, Leo. Strength card. So determination and power is definitely yours today. So you're definitely in your element. Be gentle with the aspects of change. Change is coming because you've got two action cards. But this is the strength and courage to do something that has to be done. So it's a little bit of a real important aspect here. So take courage, take action, really know your own heart. As your birthday is looming, coming up, it's always good to have a look and reevaluating life, and that's what the Knight of Pentacles is all about. It's a lucky card. These are free, absolutely amazing energy cards, so utilize it to your best advantage. Wow, that's strength. Well done, Leos. Right, Sagittarius. Right, this is for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Rising and Moon signs for Sagittarius. Right, this is for Sagittarius. So, Sagittarian energy. The first aspect that you do have is the Tower. So change is coming up. So when we have a look at our life, some things need to change. The way we think, the way we do our habits daily, the way we've set up our job, has it got into a mundane level where we have to shake things up. We have to realise our own value and our own determination in aspiring. So when the Tower comes, some things have to change. The universe says, right, enough is enough. Don't you value yourself today, it says. We will take things away and help you as much as we can to allow you to see the light. So this is a total realization that things need to improve significantly. So when one door shuts, another one opens. But to go into the palace of beauty and realization in a lot of levels, things do have to be removed away. So whatever those realizations are individually, then don't see it as a disaster. A lot of people look at this card and go, oh no, but it's important as a soul to actually change for the better instead of learning a lesson over and over again and just being frustrated. This is good. So use this energy well for Sagittarians. You do have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the opportunity of change and luck, and also prosperity and abundance. So when we make one small change, then we can see that the opportunities come in a much richer, wider and beautiful way. So whether that's the change of romance that you've realised, oh, I've been blocking myself, and taking this opportunity is definitely going to bring a more aspect of love and loyalty and all those great things that we want within relationships. If this is to do with career and money, this is the perfect opportunity for change and valuing and respecting yourself enough to want the better things within life. So all in all, it's a good prosperity card, an abundance card to start off if you make that change with the Tower. And of course, you've got Justice. Wow, this is looking great. So Justice is a long time awaited affair where we've looked at the sword of truth and we've determined in a balanced way, we've seen all the information, we are the judge of our life, we are responsible, we've got that free will to understand what change we actually need. So shaking up, taking that coin and really using it and saying, yes, I'm worth it. I value and respect myself, and now I'm going to give to myself permission to actually want better things. So the Tower and the Justice together is like, right, out with the old and in with the new. If you value yourself today, and if you want change, make the change. All right? Wow. Moving on to water signs now. So this is for Pisces, rising, Pisces, sun and moon. So let's have a look at Pisces today. So this is for Pisces. Right, Pisces. First energy is... Right, who's doing this? Right, sometimes the mind is a bit dramatic at times, and it likes to think the very worst. Oh, what if this happens? Oh, that's going to be a disaster. So maybe I won't step forward to do something, like go on a first date, or go for an interview, or ask the boss for a promotion or a rise. What can happen? Nightmare, nightmare. So, a lot of things, it's just not based in truth at all. So when we have the Nine of Swords, this is an energy of fear. And fear comes from control and wanting things that are imbalanced or negative. So when we have a look at this, it is a fear factor based on imagination of the worst kind, which kind of is like the mind causing a drama when we don't need to. If we have confidence and power in ourselves and self-belief that we trust the universe and know that the universe is looking after us, then this card shouldn't really demonstrate this energy of fear. Fear is good. I'm not saying fear is bad, but when we go, oh, what happened? I've just started going out with my fella, and I really want to talk to him today. Oh, but I better not ring him because he might think I'm too eager. That's a fear. So what happens if you picked up the phone and go, hi, how are you doing? I suddenly thought of you. Are you okay? And, you know, that's nice. It's not out of fear that then they're going to think they don't want to hear from you. So we use imagination in such weird ways that we do put off owning our own power. All right? So based on nothing but fear. So you do have the Justice. So things do work out well. So obviously this fear that you've got about, you know, whatever, say if I did this or say if this happened, the Justice card is protecting you to put things into balance, find all the information about what is going on. So this is more information that you need instead of using imagination. Haven't heard from that job interview I went to the other day. Maybe I'm not going to get the job. It just means something else. It doesn't necessarily mean that you won't get the job. Do you understand? These are all analogies. Don't take these personal. Also, you do have the Tower. So a lot like our previous signs, which have this as well. So things are definitely changing up for you, and change does have to play a part of. When we have the Tower, people fear the Tower because, oh, something bad's going to happen. But no, it needs to clear away. So when we lose jobs, we lose relationships or whatever, it's good because that situation wasn't supposed to be in our life. So it clears it away to make something better. Sometimes old habits are just habits and we don't want to change. So when the Tower comes up, change has to take place. So don't worry about this. Oh dear. No, no worry. We don't want to do the worry. We want to have a good life, a better life. And in order to do that, we have to have the breakdowns. We have to have change. So the Tower is a good thing. It's about realization, clearing away the old so we can build a better tower. So this tower is outdated, needs a good paint job, a window job, everything. So it needs to be broken down, and then we can build a stronger, better, more beautiful tower in our life. That's needed. Okay. Thank you, Pisces. Good luck with that. So we have Cancer now. This is for Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for Cancer. Energies for Cancer today. So this is for Cancerians. So Cancer. So the first energy one has is the Emperor. So this is a good aspect, a yang energy, to really get started on something that we need to start. So this is a kind of a very strict card with our thinking and really logically going forward with what we need to do. So the yangness is the what we portray. So this is very very strong if you are Cancer in the Sun. So we have to really make sure we're doing the action that's needed to actually progress within our life. So a lot of the time this is about our spiritual side as well, because it's a Father card and it's like God the Father. So the spiritual connection about being proactive in doing something is very important. Making the first step of our soul journey, making a difference in a firm way. So instead of the procrastination, we need to do the actual action and motivate that and not have fear. Just looking after ourselves. Traditionally, in the old days, this was about the father, and the father was always responsible in families to be looking after the whole family. So this is like yourself, looking after yourself, you know, firmly and with a kind of more strict way. So it's not being self-critical, but it's definitely being determined and strong energy in actually being responsible for yourself. All right, so it's a little bit strict. And then you have the King of Cups. So the yang energy goes on for yourself, about the love for yourself, but also what you can bring to the table home. The hunter brings the love home. So it's almost like for you to be responsible about your own love life, your own passion within that life. And when we have the King of Cups, it's about being in charge of your heart, to open it up to all sorts of situations. It is illogical to actually shy away from love, no matter what its form, whether it's to give yourself the very best out of career or relationships, all sorts of things. So seeing the King of Cups is almost like your own element, because you're Cancerian. So really getting in touch with, I don't know if you like the sea, guys. Some people do. Being Cancer, I'm sure you do. It's a sense of cleansing. So whatever is a cleansing at the moment would be really good for you at this time. Because everything has to move. I'm getting the impression with most signs that change is inevitable. So this for you is a change of love in the direction of love. And also you do have the Four of Swords. So it's almost like rest assured, if you are doing everything logical, then you can rest your mind that you're on the right path and the right journey. So really meditate inside about what you are trying to achieve within life. Make a start, especially towards love, relationships, love of self, love of your environment, just love in general, basically. But this is good. This is not about necessarily forcing things. It's just doing things in the right order. So sometimes it's like baby steps, but the decisions to start something is really there. So really contemplate about how you're going to make those steps towards loving yourself and loving who you are. All right? Very nice. That nice cleansing energy. So this is for Scorpio, Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon and Scorpio sun. So let's have a look at the Scorpios. So let's have the energies for Scorpio today. Right, Scorpios, you have the King of Wands. So, Scorpio, this means that you are responsible for yourself and a really young energy today in really moving things through. If you've got fire in your sign prominently, whether it's moon, rising or sun, then this is really going to really activate a lot of things. So being responsible and kind of really knowing that you're in charge, that willpower is going to pay dividends. So using that fire and energy, motivation to actually move through the day is good. I do see some physicality going on. So just moving, dancing, going to the gym, going for a run is really going to help move things through. Sometimes we have all these inspired thoughts when we are moving. So be very proactive in what you do want if you're trying to rethink your life into certain aspects. So this is quite an energetic card for you to actually move through things. So the subconscious of what you do need to bring to the surface is here with the moon card. So this is using your intuition, psychic ability, but really highlighting here with the King of Wands what it is that you need to know from yourself. So using that responsibility of being in charge, your higher self needs to obviously tell you stuff today. So really make sure everything is highlighted. And as I said, that moving forwards in the physicality can just jog those subconscious thoughts to the mind. So we can highlight what needs to be released in the painful aspects of our life, but also what needs to come to the surface about what our next steps are within life. So it's a good card. It just means that sometimes we can feel a little bit emotional. So just moving just allows that thought process to run with that thought process, moving forward to actually get things done, whether that's making major decisions or not. But things do need to be highlighted. So try and bring them to the surface as much as possible. Some of you probably need to really bring to the surface the old habits, the old ways of toxic situations, whether that's people within our life or just moving out of jobs that don't value us, or relationships that keep us low. So you've probably known this for a long time, but when we have that power as in the King of Wands. We need to reclaim that power and go, enough is enough. I want a better life, you know. It's like, I want the best job for me at this time. I want the best relationships within my life at this time. So when we have the Devil card, it's like building up those habits that just don't serve us. So we need to remove ourselves from it. But maybe we don't know that we're in a toxic situation. So this is why I said before that you've got to move through this and really bring to the surface what it is that's preventing you or making things stagnant within your life. And that's why we have to move that energy forward. All right? Good luck with that. Right, now we're on air signs. Air signs. So, I'll start with Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. So this is for Aquarians today. Aquarius. So let's have a look at Aquarius. So, Aquarius. So the first energy for Aquarius is the King of Wands. So with the King of Wands, this is all about the fire, the passion, the energy, the determination and drive. So looking at your willpower is really going to allow that to come about. We are responsible for our own willpower and choice. So it's like free will of determining our life going forward and seeing things clearly. So when we have fire element, it's almost like things have to be burnt off. Not literally, but we have to have that creativity within us to really allow things to move on. So inspiration is one of those creative things that we have. So in charge of our own thoughts and our decisions is essential at this time. So this gives you the power today to actually do that. Also, you do have the Six of Pentacles. So a lot of you need the determination to ask your angels, ask God, ask your higher self and your spirit guides what it is that you need to know. If you are determined to make a go of life at the moment, this is essential in giving yourself permission 100% into actually receiving what it is you're trying to manifest. So I always see this as a giving card, the charity, but it's almost like what we've asked on a spiritual level for our soul journey. If we don't ask, we don't receive. So give your permission today to be in charge of that life and where you want the direction to go. So always put good intention, a little bit of humility into the situation as well, and know that the bigger picture is waiting for you to colour it in. All right. And also you got the Hierophant. So that spiritual energy will be aligned. So that this is the teaching card of spiritual nature. So maybe moving towards that is just getting in contact with your soul, with your higher purpose job. So this is also about the balance between tradition and spiritual essence. So we know we're in charge here with the King of Wands. So this energy and fire is there. So it's almost like when we do move towards our soul purpose and we've asked for help, then it is given and we can be even more in charge of who we are. So that this brings the perfect gift towards you in the power, self-power and determination, confidence and knowing where your destiny lies. So that's really nice. Wow. We like that, Aquarius. Better than yesterday, wasn't it? Right, So let's have a look at Gemini. This is for Gemini, Sun in Gemini, Moon in Gemini, or Rising Gemini. So let's have a look at Gemini energies. Sorry. Right, next is Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising in Gemini. Gemini energies. So for Geminis, we have Queen of Cups. So this is a very yin day for you, perhaps, to go within and really look at emotions, how life has been, so we can really reflect and see where we are within ourselves. I always see this card as not giving enough to ourselves. So this is the passion to expand our consciousness and our love to ourselves as well as others around us. So when we are in charge of our heart, we need to really pay attention to our heart by opening it up and really allowing the love to come for us. So when we give and give and give and give to everyone else, to the situation, that's great, well done. But we also have to see the bigger picture as well of what we are giving to ourselves. So internalizing things, and we're not doing that, we can create a kind of sadness. So we have to really do something for us that's going to give the patience, determination to love ourselves. Self-love is always a good thing because we do our very best for us and everyone else benefits when we do that. All right. So also for Geminis. So you are very reflective today, no doubt about it. Here with the Six of Cups. Those fun memories, you know, especially with the women within your family and friends. So it's a kind of thing where when we look at those happy memories of the past and the fun times, and if we feel, because this is a very feeling day for you guys, when we feel we're not giving to ourselves, our inner child is tapping on you, ding, 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 hey, did you forget about me? So this is where you can give to yourself today for your inner child. What did your inner child want as a child? So if you've grown up and you forgot about your inner child, really pay attention today about the love for that child, because, you know, it's in there and it wants attention, because some things that you forgot to give yourself, now is the time to actually do it. All right. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a great card for you to actually see that inspiration. So a lot of us were very creative when we were children and we believed everything was possible. So that belief in the possibilities is still there. And when you get this, it's the inspiration to bring to yourself what you need to do. Some people find, well, I couldn't make the jewellery or the candle business or whatever I want to do as a hobby because I haven't got time. That's the kind of thing that's pushing the inner child away from the creativity, and it's not loving yourself. If you want to do something that's small to make something big, then this is a card for you to say, yes, that can happen. It is about abundance. It is about creativity. It's how we practically move through our life. So connecting to that self-belief, a kid, you know, a toddler, when it's in playgroup or whatever, if they honestly believe that they're a space person, you know, astronaut, whatever, they are. It's as simple as that, that there's no, oh, wow, you know, can't go into space. There's no such thing as space. They just believe it's possible. So your inner child is saying to you, yeah, I want to make crystal jewellery or whatever. And whatever you're thinking, you can do. So this is where the Queen of Cups was very important here. Give to yourself what you need to do because everyone else benefits. All right. Whoa, that's for Gemini. Better than yesterday, wasn't it? Right, let's move on to Librans. So this is Sun in Libra, Moon in Libra, and rising signs in Libra. Right, this is Libran energy today. Right, Libra, let's have a look. So, you do have a bit of a fear factor going on. This might be spilling over from yesterday's energies, perhaps. So, what we need to do is look at the mindset and just say, is this true? Is this drama necessary within my mind? Fear comes from all sorts of things. Basically, when we have this control of mind that's negative, it's a lack of love for ourselves. Because when we're trying to fear ourselves into not doing something or doing something, that's, you know, like an example, oh, if I went out, knock on, you know, I'm trying to get a job, for instance, and I'm going to actually go to the places and ask for a job, and you're fearing, oh, well, they probably won't let me see the boss, or, you know, they won't like me, or whatever. That's a fear. That is based in no reality at all. So the mind will always, you know, do a drama about nothing. So we have to be in control of our minds and not scare ourselves when doing something that's quite courageous and we want change within our life. So don't fear the worst. Always be in control of your mind. Don't put too much fear factor emotionally into these situations, and you'll get the job done. Also for Librans, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So if you were going after a job, you'll get it. This is working within a team. This is about being recognized for who you are anyway. So this is a good card, a good foundation to build up what you do want within your life. So just do it. Build that fantastic life. The Three of Pentacles is saying this is a great foundation. We all need that foundation to build upon. So the foundation that you build today shouldn't really be based on fear. It should be based on love and acceptance. So if you truly believe in yourself, other people are going to believe in you too. So it's just having that confidence and going, I know I can get where I need to go. Also, you do have a bit of hard work. So sometimes when we have this, it's the oppression energy, and we think, well, we're never going to get an easier period in my life. It's like one thing and then another, and that's where that fear and control builds up. So what you have been investing in yourself so far, it's obviously been valuable, but you need to create more time management or space where you have a little pause. So delegating things is good, and if we can't do that, we have to be a little bit more gentler upon ourselves. So if you have the Three of Pentacles, the universe does know that you're working hard and tirelessly for your goals. So don't beat yourself up. You know, it's not necessary. Not necessary. It's having the opposite effect. So be determined in where you do want to go. Things will get better soon. Definitely. All right. So next we move on to our earth signs. So this is for Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Moving on to Earth and Capricorn. So Capricorn rising, moon and sun. So, Capricorns. So, what have we got today? Capricorn, we got Temperance. So this is a great card for you to really see change. Alchemy is very important in life because we're made out of so many chemicals. It's just unbelievable. However, we need to change for the better, and this is your lucky card. This is the Sagittarian card, so if the Sagittarian energy is really strong within your chart, then this is really going to help you aspire to those greater things. Change, healing always takes place when we recognize it. So when we recognize that our emotional state needs that uplift, this is the uplift card. It's almost like your angel is hugging you and really feeling that love is in the air. For yourself, that self-love, that determination to move through things and change for the better. This is alchemy, changing lead into gold. So your situation is going to improve, so put value in who you are today to actually make that change, and then you'll see your goals just transforming in front of your eyes, so to speak, for Capricorn. Oh, there you go, Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is bringing that love to you in that situation. It's not always about new relationships, it's about new love and appreciation that you can value. It's just a side product when we do have love in human form come towards us, or we can deepen relationships. If you are waiting for that soulmate to arrive, maybe that is arriving for you, which is very good. So really determine that you have value for those new relationships, maybe entering your life. But bringing love into our own life is our own responsibility of who we are. So we need to be more happier, content with who we are, and make the change for the goodness in our life. So working, being responsible for that is always on the cards, and love is always around, whether that's spiritual love, bringing that down to yourself, or as I said, in relationships or situations. Next, you have the Hermit. So maybe the Virgo is coming into your life, or maybe you have these Virgo qualities. But one thing is clear, when we want to bring love into our life, we do have to contemplate and meditate. And this is the goal of finding our soul and spirit within ourselves, to actually bring it to the surface. It's no point having things hidden away that, you know, aren't being utilized within our life. So when we have the Temperance card, that's that healing, that's that spiritual energy that we need to bring to the surface, to know that we are loved. If we believe we're not loved because of another human being not being in our life, then that's kind of very disempowering. We need to put the power back into our determination, our soul, because the soul and the spirit always wants love, the unconditional love that comes from the force within and without, and there's no difference at all. So meditating on spiritual love and who you are as a person will bring those great things to you, but one has to really go inside to see the determination that that's there already. So opening up to greater things will bring that love to you. All right. So it's just about going within and determining where you do want to go with that. That's Capricorn. So let's do Taurus. This is Taurus moon, rising and sun. So this today is for Taurians. So let's have a look at what Taurus needs to know today. This is for Taurus rising, Taurus sun, and Taurus moon. So you have the Eight of Wands. So if you've been waiting to hear from something, someone, this energy is quickly coming towards you. So don't stress out about communication. It is coming your perfect situation. So a lot of us want that email or that phone call that we've passed something, you know, exams, qualifications or job interviews, things like that. But others are wanting that communication from that person that we met last week. So, you know, the energy is moving forward, the universe is recognizing, and things can happen a lot faster than we kind of think. Do you know what I mean? Thinking, yes. So the Ace of Cups is here to bring that self-determination of love. This is about forgiveness of the situation. So we don't have to stress out about the energies not working. It is in the form of our self-love, spiritual love, and abundance. So you could say you've got the Holy Grail. So when we have our cup, it needs to overflow continuously with clear crystal water. So the decisions that we make and have within us have to be cleansed all the time. So this is where the forgiveness comes in, forgiveness of self and situations of the past. We can't bring to the table a newness if we can't get rid of the oldness. So this is a new beginning for you, and really accepting that you are worth loving and worth having the good things within life. So don't kind of look in the past and think, oh, well, this isn't happening, because we have to look to ourselves to forgive ourselves and move past the past pains of our life. All right? So this is about asking and receiving, basically. So if you want a new relationship or a deeper relationship, or, you know, that career aspect, this is about asking, giving yourself permission. So it is being handed out. It is very practical, and you'll be surprised how fast it is when you connect the asking and the believing and giving yourself permission. So you'd be amazed at subconsciously how many people push away things, like, oh, I want to meet my soulmate, or I want this, or I know this, I am right for this. Then we just have to give ourselves permission. So asking God, spirit guides, angels, or all those things that really help us, one needs to just ask. So be determined in the love of yourself, have that self-belief, and everything is just coming enormously to you. All right? So that's really nice energy for Taurus. And our last star sign today is Virgo. So this is for Virgos. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising. So what do Virgos need to know today? The Virgo energies. So the first aspect for Virgo is the Hanged Man. So when we hang around, it is a waiting period. But this is always about spiritual enlightenment and really maybe sacrificing one or two things to actually achieve the bigger picture. So we need to really understand to look in a different way than ever before to get what we do want, or what is our destiny. So something of value will appear when we really contemplate on the bigger picture. So a lot of people think, oh, I've been waiting forever. And that is important because we don't know the bigger picture. So a lot of us need to connect to our higher self a little bit more, and to understand why we're waiting and why it is happening. Some people won't get those answers, but they'll realise later on in life why they had to wait. So it is almost like that golden situation where we realise, okay. And a lot to do with healing as well. If we haven't healed on the inside, we haven't got our confidence or our self-love, then that is the reason why we're waiting. Because, you know, it's almost like a protection, a cocoon. that the universe is trying to give you to not make those very hurtful experiences again. So it is with really looking deeper at the picture. It's almost like Odin sacrificed his eye for the runes and things like that. But it's like the sacrifices of time, space, energy really comes to light later on when you realise that I need to go within. I need to connect back to my spiritual journey to give me the answers. So you do have the Strength card within this as well. So this is a good card. It's a Leo card, having the courage, the determination, and kind of willpower to really go through struggle and strife and the waiting period. So I always see this as being very gentle and not forcing things. So that waiting, that going within for that spiritual connection is really important, isn't it? So be determined to develop even when things are difficult. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I always see the male lion just roaming the lands, waiting to find their perfect family and settle down. So this is the determination, the character, the energy to do that. So all that journey you can see on the inside. So it's where we're going and where we're ending up is equally important. Also, you've got here the Nine of Wands. So just checking if it is, yeah. So the Nine of Wands is always about, yes, I've been hurt and I don't know how to move forward. So this is a very interesting aspect where some people put barriers up. You know, they don't want to trust another person because they've been hurt in the past. They don't want to move forward with whatever it is because they've been hurt in the past. Naturally, everyone has been hurt in the past over one things, but some people have been more hurt than others. So we do put barriers up. Oh, I don't want to give too much away to this new person in front of me because, you know, I've been hurt before and, you know, it's going to happen again. So why bother? That's the not the right road to go. We need to fully trust ourselves, but have belief in ourselves. And that's where it takes courage to open up. You know, exposure, vulnerability, all these things are scary. But they're not if we have confidence in ourselves and we've asked for our true soulmate or our true dream job to come along. And it takes courage to actually leave one situation, whether it's your job, and go into something that's really empowering. So you probably see why things take time, but when we're preventing something and putting barriers in front of us not to get that situation, that doesn't make sense. If we're asking for greater things in life, we need to take the courage to move forward. You will do, but when we have that obstacle or barrier protection, I mean, maybe you're still healing. So look at the healing aspect as a good thing and then move forward when it's possible. All right, so things do take time. So thank you guys, have a great day, and we'll all see you tomorrow. Take care, lots of love.